sits with me. And can we play the audio?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'll put the audio in right here.
Are we allowed to put the audio in?
I wonder if it could get flagged, especially this early in the episode too.
It's really heinous. I mean, not a lot of stuff rattles me, and this rattled me. It's a murder, double murder, suicide in Philadelphia over the shoveling of snow. I guess there was a couple, and they were using a snowblower or they were using shovels.
Shovels, yeah.
And they were shoveling snow onto another dude's driveway?
Onto his lawn.
Onto his lawn.
Yeah.
And they were at war.
Yeah, this has been removed from Twitter now, if you're trying to find it, by the way.
And it's a video of the guy, and they're calling him, it's a couple, and they're like, what are you going to do, pussy? And it's like a scene from Fargo. I don't know, because it's snowing, and he's just blanketed with snow. And then the guy comes out of his house. The guy that the couple is shoveling the snow on his lawn. They're calling him pussy. What are you going to do, pussy?
We're going to make your life a living hell.
We're going to make your life a living hell. Yeah, I mean, when you say something like that, it gets to people. When you choose those words, we're going to make your life a living hell. And he leaves his house, shoots them both in the street. They're crawling around in the street. Then he goes back into his house. What does he get, an AK-47?
AR-15.
AR-15. He comes back out, and he looks at the woman. And this is where, I even as I talk about it, it's creepy. You're watching the end of somebody's life. He looks at her, and he goes, you should have kept your mouth shut. And then he shoots her in the head. And then he goes and shoots the husband. It was so viscerally disturbing, and I'm usually not disturbed. I usually don't watch executions all the time, but I've seen things, and I'm still this video, for whatever reason, lodged in my head. And it's because I'm horrified watching it. You get a bad feeling. From the moment the video begins playing, you know something very bad is going to happen. It's eerie. Usually you don't feel that, but from the minute it starts playing, you go, this isn't something fun. This doesn't end in a fun, this isn't a snowball fight. There's something about, I don't know what it is, but there's an energy there. You go, you know this is going to go off the rails, but you don't know how bad it's going to be. And then when he comes out and he shoots them both and goes back in, gets an AR, then comes back out and shoots her. And here's the thing, and then he kills himself. Yeah. Right?
Goes back inside, the cops come, he blows his head off. Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? You watch this guy shoot a woman point blank in the face in the middle of a street with an AR-15. And right before he shoots her, he says to her, he goes, you should have kept your mouth shut. And you're watching it, and it's so horrifying. But now I have to be delicate here. But, 3 little letters, what a word. But, she should have kept her mouth shut. And the last things she's going to hear on this earth is the greatest lesson she'll ever learn. And it's sad that it had to be that way. I'm not condoning his actions, but there's something about shooting someone point blank in the face and delivering a message that they need to hear. It's tough to watch. You could probably find it on the dark web or something. It's floating around. You don't even have to go to the dark web. It's tough to watch. I don't even know where Ben finds these things. I don't know what he even does. I don't know what he does with his time when he's not with me. I don't know what he does. He just sits in his garage and watching people murder each other. What is wrong with him? But I felt bad that it ended the way it did, where everybody died. But I did feel that woman needed to hear, and her husband, it's not about gender, that woman needed to hear those words. And it's sad that after that he shot her point blank in the face with the AR. But it's hard because you watch it and you just you watch the video and you go, well, number one, how's the quarantine working out for everyone? Because this might have happened before the pandemic or before this, whatever. It is a pandemic, but I mean before this shutdown. I don't know. This last year has sent people to the edge, to the brink. And when you watch this, you go, yeah, this seems to be something that is the result of people being pushed to their breaking point. And he broke, and he shot this woman and her husband. Watching them crawl around on the snow is so rattling. It's disturbing watching them crawl around
for a good 60 seconds.
They crawl around on the snow. Yeah. Watching that is really, really disturbing. But they were being very antagonistic. They were. This is the thing. They're saying to the guy, going to make your life a living hell. Call him pussy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And he just had it. I'm not saying I enjoyed watching it. It disturbed me. I've covered that. But what I'm saying is that it's very difficult to not understand a fraction of the man's anger. He did not handle it in a productive way. I was taken back by I've watched videos that are similar to that before. Never that I found, like this freak. But people show me shit and go, look at this. I go, ugh. And this really took up mental residence in my mind because it was just this snowy, bleak day in Philly. And it was just hatred on display, like a scene out of Fargo, like the end of Fargo. It was rough to watch. It made me deeply sad, truly, about the future of humanity and about the effects that this period has had on everybody. But I did like seeing that woman get shot in the face. Because sometimes you do want to shoot somebody in the face, point blank. And when he looks at her, he goes, you should have kept your mouth shut. And she knows what's coming. And she knows she pushed the wrong person. And she's laying in the snow, about to get shot in the head. This episode will get lighter. But as she's about to get shot in the head, she's laying in the street. Probably what went through her mind is, I should have kept my mouth shut. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. And it's, sad all around. Not advocating it. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't advise it. Tough to watch. Not good. Don't go look for the video. It will be disturbing. Unless you're into that, in which case it's great. If you're into it, don't get into it. Don't be that guy. Unless this is how you come. And try not to be that guy either. What were your feelings on the video? Because you're the one who fucking brought it into my life.
I'm sorry. I'm so
well,
sorry.
No, I mean, I think I've been quite clear here. It was a mixed bag.
It's like this weird, like, Norman Rockwell scene where it's just a couple shoveling their snow, and then all of a sudden, like within 30 seconds, they're both laying in a pool of their own blood. It's just, I mean, it's horrific. It's a horrific thing. All caught on the. By the way, the video's from one of those doorbells.
Like a ring cam?
A ring cam, yeah. And then, halfway through it, too, their autistic son runs out, the couple, to check on them. And then when he sees him coming back in with the AR-15, he runs off. And then that's when he does the execution shots. So there's like a whole scene developing there of them trying to help him trying to help his mom and dad. And then the guy just comes back out and does the deed.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That kid's not going to step out of line. You want to talk about a polite kid? You want to talk about a polite kid? I watched my mother get shot in a grill for running her fat mouth. And I've learned to just let it happen. Let life happen. And I feel bad for him. And I feel bad for everyone involved here. But is there any better way to ensure that somebody is going to be, a little passive